Yeah, this was a great place. Although there is a dog that barks all night. So I got an early start this morning, about 5:30. It's all road walking today, so no need to see where I'm going. Well, I need to see where I'm going, but I don't need to see that well. My policy is if anybody offers me a ride, I will take it, although I did turn down a ride the other day from one of the hunters. But it's going to be a paved highway. If they give me a ride to, I don't know, where the junction is and there's some water, that'd be good, although it would have to be after I drink some of this water that I have. If they can offer me a ride and water, I'll take it all the way to where the Saparillo Creek Road is that I'm gonna take. I think that's the name of the road. It's probably just a number, not really a name. So here we go. So there's the Gila Hot Springs area where I camped last night, and I've climbed all the way up this big hill, and I'm still climbing. The main Pink Line Trail turned off where I saw the Gila River sign, I believe. I saw a little trail there. So now I'm on my own. I'm off the lines. I'm on my own little side quest here. I think that's the Gila down there. I'm glad I'm not crisscrossing that, even though this road walk is gonna be longer and kind of suck. Gosh, only 35 miles? It's really tempting now to do what MK did and just walk directly into town. Although the water is at mile 12-ish, maybe almost 13, 12 and a half. And that would leave quite a long number of miles to have to do without any known, well, actually she said there wasn't any water. So without any water, I don't know, I'll think it over. This be the end of a 3-hour climb, steep as anything on a trail. So I'm trying to figure out, I think that out there is the Gila as well, which means that I was walking on this plain here, or it didn't feel like a plain while I was walking on it, but very cool. And there's different forks of the Gila. So the one that the CDT hikers hike is the middle fork of the Gila. Okay, it looks like this is the summit, and I'm going down, and here's the vista point here. You can't even see anything. The bushes are too high. I'm looking at the map, and another option is just to stay on this highway until it crosses the CDT red line. And then there's a monastery. It's like 7 miles of on the CDT to the Walnut Creek alternate that I wanted to take. that, you know, goes into town via a nice road that has a campground that has a faucet. But the CDT section to get to there is only 7 miles long. And there's a monastery where you can get water. So that's an option. I can think about it. I mean, I think it's less distance without water to do it that way. I'm not really sure, but it kind of looks that way. Finally, somebody stopped to talk to me, but he didn't offer me a ride. He was a guy who was camped at the hot spring there and soaking in the hot springs. I don't think I ever soaked in any of the hot springs with him, but you know, I kind of saw him around. He's a total hippie looking guy. Anyway, he asked me all these questions. I showed him the map and how much further I have to go to get back on the CDT. He's like, I can't believe you made it this far. What time did you start? It's 5:30. Oh, anyway, I keep meeting up with these tree guys. Oh, you can't see them. These tree guys here. But I should be down to the water crossing, that intersection with Highway 35 pretty soon. And that's my last chance of water. And I looked at the map again. I could stay on this and meet up with the CDT, the red line, but it would be like 15 more miles without any water. So I think it's shorter to take this dirt road the lady told me about. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is the junction. I'm wondering if there's water down there somewhere. I'm not sure how I get to it. Oh, there's a bridge. Must be there. Well, there's the water. I just got to figure out the best way to get down there. That looks a little iffy. If I can get over there. This side. That definitely looks iffy. Okay, I got a shitload of water. I've got my usual 3 bottles, almost 3 liters, and then another 2. So it's the most water I've carried, and it's mostly just out of fear of not knowing what's ahead, and not having far out as my crutch. I think somewhere along the line this will shift to a dirt road, but maybe not before I turn off. So apparently this is the Great Divide bike route. So I'm still on the divide of some sort. It's really tempting to just stay on this road. I have to climb over another big mountain, even though I've been climbing ever since I got water in that creek. But it's only 19 miles according to that mile marker. Whereas I think it's closer to 35 miles. And I have to climb up a big giant hill taking this dirt road. 35 miles to get there. I don't know. It's really tempting. I mean, 19 miles with the amount of water I have, I think I can do it. Here's my road. It's called Sheep Corral Canyon. 7 miles long. In 7 miles, I would get back on the Gila alternate. The total is 32 miles to get to, well, maybe a little bit less than that, but about 32 miles to get to Silver City versus 17 or less than 18 if I stay on this road. Also, on this road, the map shows a couple of little campsite icons. It's like, what would I miss? I don't think I would miss anything by staying on this road. I mean, it's gonna be these, I don't know what kind of pine trees these are, but it's gonna be pine trees either way. And it looked like up on that mountain that I'm gonna have to climb either way, that it was burn zones. And I haven't had an actual decent meal since eating at what was that place called? Denny's in Grants, and that wasn't even a very decent meal. So looks like I made my decision here. I'm gonna get to Silver City a day or a day and a half early. That's less food I have to buy. That's getting home sooner. It'll all be fine. I'm sure lots of people take this alternate route. I mean, people that are here really late in the season, I can't imagine them hiking down the Gila River in, freezing ass cold winter weather. So I gotta climb up to where the cyan colored Gila Columbus alt is. Either way, whichever way I went, I'd have to climb up to it. I'm climbing up to it on this end instead of the other end. And then I think, and I'm probably wrong, that'll be pretty much downhill to Silver City after I climb this thing. So I have about 4 liters of water. That's plenty to camp and do 18, 17 miles. So I guess I made my choice. These are the evil things that stick in your legs and everything. And they start out with pink flowers. And then they get these horrible things that just impale you, get stuck in your socks, and somehow get into your shoes. Couldn't figure out how that happened. I think I've begun the descent. I've been descending for a little while now, and it doesn't look like it's gonna go up again. So this is the Columbus Gila alternate. It's the light blue cyan colored trail, and you can start or end your hike at the Columbus border crossing, and that's a lot less south than the one that I'm going to, Sheep Corral Canyon. So yeah, I guess it sort of crosses over here and heads down to the border. Not that many people do it. That guy So Hikes, he on YouTube. I don't know if his videos are still up. Hold on. That guy on YouTube, So Hikes. I don't know how you pronounce his name. His first name is Si or Sai So. He's Asian. He did the Columbus ending for his hike, and it's just like a border checkpoint crossing, in your car kind of place, like going to Tijuana, only very tiny. Yeah, so there I spent a couple seconds on the CDT. And I wish I could see another mile marker because I don't know how far it is to Silver City. I have a creek down here, and I've seen some pools. I think there's a pool right there. I saw some better pools. See if I can zoom in. There were some better pools that were like surrounded by little rock moats. I got a mile marker coming up. 14 more miles. Coming up to McMillan Campground. I think I heard somebody. Oh, I see some cars. So this one's taken. This is huge. Oh, there's lots of campsites here. Maybe I'll stop here. It looks like there's one site over there, but there is another campsite. There's a toilet. I can smell the toilet. There is another campground, I think, in 1 mile. So I think I will check that one out. Hopefully it's okay. If not, there's another one in like another 1.5 miles. Maybe that's biting off too much. Maybe I'll regret not staying here. Go some more GDT, Great Divide Trail, bike trail riders. They were scoping out the campsite. I bet they go to the next one and scope it out too. I think I'd rather camp with them than a bunch of cars. Mile marker 12, and down there I see the sign for the next campground and a bicycle sign. That's kind of odd since I've seen bicycles today already. Cherry Creek Campground. Let's hope it's nice. It is nice in here. These are different trees. Should be nice. Well, from what I could see of it, it looks really nice. There's lots of people here. I wish they didn't make you have to drive some giant loop to get into it, though. Maybe I can just walk through the creek here. Oh my God, look at these puffballs. They're enormous. Yeah, I can just walk right in here. Ooh, there's one. I wonder if that one's still good. Yes, it's good. Dinner. This is really nice. It's a nice little site. That looks like a good site over there. This one's not bad. Let's see. Is it reserved? Oh no, that's just information. Has a nice flat spot here. Picnic table. It's a nice flat spot over there too. And I'm close to the bathroom. Well, here's my home, sweet home for the night. There's my picnic table. It's real nice here. It's like, I think that's a juniper tree, and there's pines, and then there's oaks and other things. It's very pretty.